As mentioned previously, pre-production is a really important time for you as a cinematographer to work with the director in establishing a visual style for the film, as well as a game plan of how to shoot the film. Also in pre-production is the location scout, where key crew members go to potential shooting locations to determine their viability. This is important because sometimes locations are chosen because they're cheap, or because they will be empty on the shoot day, or any one of a number of reasons that have nothing to do with the way the location looks. If a location is really cramped, meaning it's like really tiny and small, you're going to have a tough time using anything but wide-angled lenses, and it might be equally difficult to avoid light that looks too sourcey. Low ceilings can also make light look sourcey. You might also have a difficult time shooting in locations with a lot of open windows because it will be difficult to maintain continuity as the sunlight changes throughout the day. As the DP, your opinion about issues like these can really help the production make more informed decisions about where to shoot. Now, when you're doing the actual location scout, I recommend documenting the process. Some DPs will bring a DSLR and take still photos or videos of the location. That way you can remember each location more clearly, which is a huge help when planning shots in pre-production. Now, as you probably know, I'm a huge fan of using the Shot Designer app when doing location scouting. I've talked a lot about Shot Designer for making shot lists and for planning shoot days, but this app also has a very helpful feature that allows you to input your specific camera, and then what it does is changes the field of view of your mobile device to match your production camera. You can then pitch the screen to get a rough idea of the focal length. So even when I'm on set with only my iPad, I can still tell what a shot might look like if it were shot on a Red Epic with a 30mm lens on it. Or I could maybe look at what an 85mm lens would look like on a Canon 7D, or any one of a number of cameras and focal lengths. I find this incredibly helpful for pre-production. Just knowing what certain focal lengths will look like at the location gives me a lot more information when planning shots and making my shot list. So the bottom line here is to get involved with the location scouting process, even if the production doesn't ask you to. You will end up making a much more visually rich film by being involved in that process and by acquiring as much information about the location as possible during scouting.